Welcome to the TExES 391 Core Subjects EC6 Online Test Prep course, covering subject exam number 1, English, Language, Arts, and Reading, test number 901. This course is presented by Teacher Preps, your trusted source to help you pass your teacher certification exam. Thanks so much for being here. Let's get started. As you can recall from the NES and Texas Education Agency Administration website, the Texas Core Subjects 391 English Language Arts and Reading exam has a total of 10 competencies. This lesson is all about competency number 5, which states the teacher knows the importance of vocabulary development and applies that knowledge to teach reading, listening, speaking, and writing. Let's dissect this to really understand what we'll need to know in order to pass this section of your exam. First, let's notice that Competency 5 is all about vocabulary development. Now, what do you need to know about vocabulary development? Well, let's examine that further. According to this description statement, we need to know how to teach reading, listening, speaking, and writing to enhance our students' vocabulary development. All right, so now that we know the gist of what we have to learn by the end of this lesson, let's further explore the description statements within this competency. As we can see, there are a total of 6 descriptive statements. In this online course, I'll walk you through each and provide you with everything you need to know for your exam. If that sounds good to you, let's begin. Starting with the descriptive statement or standard number 1, which says the beginning teacher knows how to provide explicit, systematic instruction and reinforcing activities to help students in grades 4 through 6 increase their vocabulary. As you can recall from our Competency 4 lesson, I talked extensively about the importance of and how to provide explicit and systematic instruction to enhance our students' comprehension skills. Now, let's build from that knowledge to implement these techniques and teaching strategies for our students' vocabulary development. To begin, let's start with the refresher that the term vocabulary includes words and their meanings. Additionally, effective vocabulary instruction includes these key parts. First, the teacher must provide students with the definitions to their vocabulary words that are student-friendly and fit the student's age and ability. Second, we need to provide meaningful, contextualized examples, especially for new concepts. This means that the teacher not only provides kid-friendly definitions, but also provides students with the experience of reading these words in sentences or text passages. Third, provide repeated exposure to the vocabulary words. Furthermore, each effective vocabulary lesson includes the following 4 components. First, direct instruction of specific words. Second, teaching students independent word learning strategies. Third, developing word consciousness. And fourth, encouraging wide reading. Your exam will ask you to demonstrate your ability to provide effective vocabulary instruction. In the upcoming slides, I'll equip you with the list of explicit vocabulary instructional strategies that you'll want to use and be looking out for examples and answers on test day. When teaching vocabulary, make sure to design guided discussions that build students' practice of academic content and concepts. Next, connect guided discussions of the new words with their meanings. Challenge students to identify synonyms and antonyms. Discuss words, their word origins, the roots, and affixes, or such as the prefix and the suffix. Now, one strategy that students love is when you tell them a story of a word by sharing its etymology. We also want to create visuals for the students, such as a semantic map. Also, develop and provide word banks. Next, we can use compare and classify words orally and in writing by teaching students visual organizational methods like the Venn diagram. Generate metaphors and analogies with words orally and also in writing. We also want to incorporate new vocabulary in subject matter discussions and written assignments. For our next explicit vocabulary strategy, remember, use precise words in speaking and in writing. The strategies mentioned in the previous slides should be used to provide variety and keep student engagement high. Next, we will detail the step-by-step framework for the structure of vocabulary instruction. If you receive a question on your exam regarding teaching vocabulary, the instructional strategy that you'll want to look out for is contextual redefinition. Let's go over what this is now. First, the teacher selects targeted vocabulary words to teach based on frequency, utility, and level of knowledge about that topic. Then, the teacher finds or creates a text passage that includes the targeted words. Note that these two steps are completed in preparation and not while the teacher is with the students in the classroom. In step number 3, the teacher is teaching the students in the classroom. The teacher now presents the target words by either writing or projecting the words on the whiteboard. This is done in isolation, meaning using a list. And the students independently use their vocabulary notebooks to write the meaning of each of the words. Now, if a child doesn't know the meaning of a word, they simply write, "I don't know." Next, the students move into small groups of 3 or 4 in order to speak together to discuss what their peers wrote. Hey, what do you think this word means? I think it's this. What do you think it means? I think it's that. Then, at this time, students can keep, change, or update the definitions they originally wrote from the previous step. The teacher now shows the target words in a text passage. We move from isolation to context. Look at the word again, contextual redefinition. Okay, let's keep going. Again, the students update their answer to write a more thorough definition. Next, the teacher and the students have a guided discussion of the target words, and volunteer students raise their hand and offer their definitions of what they think the words mean. Then the teacher continues to lead a guided discussion about the target words by eliciting synonyms and antonyms of the target words from the students by focusing on the word origins, the roots, and/or the affixes. As connections are being discussed, the teacher is making a semantic or word map on the board. While students are engaged in this discussion, they are also writing the word web in their notebooks. Then, in order to incorporate the new vocabulary taught in this lesson in a written assignment, the teacher provides a worksheet that includes the target words from the day's vocabulary lesson in a word bank at the top of the paper, and the students use the words to complete the writing assignment. So, the students look at the word bank and they create a paragraph using the words. Remember that the TExES Essential Knowledge and Skills Guidelines wants you to provide instruction that enhances your students' vocabulary development through application of reading, listening, speaking, and writing. So, on your exam, use your critical thinking skills to closely evaluate scenario-based exam questions and select answers that would fulfill the TExES Essential Knowledge and Skills criteria. Need to take the TExES Core Subjects test soon? Click the link in the description below to get prepared faster, smarter, better, with everything you need to pass all in one place. So your test results make you feel like this. And you become a certified teacher with a little help from teacherpreps.com.